What up, everybody? Alright, I gotta see that.
Hey, it's Dr. Nissi, and in this one, I am going to try to answer the question, how long does THC marijuana weed stay in your system and can be detected on a urinalysis if you are a heavy user? And
30 days.
Right away, so that I don't waste anyone's time, I am going to define what a heavy user is. So for the
Somebody that smokes all day, every day?
purpose of this video, a heavy user is going to be anyone that uses THC marijuana 3 or more times per week. So if you use less frequently than that, then this is not the video for you. Check out my other videos on either
3 to 4 times a week? That is not heavy use. Most of the people I know use marijuana every day, like 7 times a day. Shit. That's heavy use, bro.
moderate or light user.
3 or 4 times a day, or 3 or 4 times a week, even, is more like moderate. 3 or 4 times a day is, or for 3 or 4 times a day, moderate use. 3 or 4 times a week is light.
Users. And I'm also going to put chapters in the description so you can skip ahead to the testing times if you would like, but I would highly recommend not skipping ahead until I explain the different variables that are going to help determine the testing times. All right, and just to be doubly clear, this video is about detection times in a urinalysis. I've done previous videos on saliva testing, blood testing, hair testing. If you're interested in anything other than the urine test and detection times for a urinalysis, please see one of those other videos. All right, so before I get all the way into it, if you could please just take 1 second to go down, click the like button. I'm trying to get this information out to as many people as possible. And clicking that thumbs up, that like button, really helps the YouTube algorithm show this to more people so they become informed as well. And if you are interested in drug testing related videos, pre-employment medical videos and updates, please stay subscribed to this channel. Whenever an update comes down from the FMCSA or the federal government, I make an update video. All right. So today I'm going to give you my best estimate for how long THC marijuana can be detected in a urinalysis, but please be aware that this is my best estimate and there is no way for me to give you exact testing times. So use this as information only, and as always, the best way to know if you are going to pass a drug test is to home test several times leading up to that official test. And I will leave a link in the description box below for my preferred home drug test. All right, and first, let me show you this chart directly from the federal government, and it shows both saliva and urine testing time windows. And if you look down at the marijuana section, you can see that in a urinalysis, marijuana can be detected for as little as 3 days all the way up to over 2 months. And there have been reports of individuals testing
2 months? Goddamn, I thought it was 30 days.
Way longer than 2 months, but these are generally outlier cases. So how long THC marijuana is detectable on a urinalysis is dependent.
So I was wrong as hell. If you're a heavy smoker, 2 months. Fucking some of the people I know, shit, I bet it stays in their system 3 months when they quit smoking. Wouldn't surprise me at all. Not one bit.
On a few different factors. How heavy, how frequently you use, your body fat percentage, how much body fat you are carrying around, and to a degree, your activity level. So in this video, we need to break individuals up into different.
I think you can sweat it out. I think like you can sweat it out and stuff, as well as like urinating and stuff like that. So if you're active and constantly doing stuff, constantly moving, constantly drinking water, because I think it gets trapped in the sugary fatty cells of your body and stuff.
Groups based on their activity level, their body fat percentage, and how frequently they use. So there are 5 different heavy user types. First, the heavy user that's overweight and inactive, so no exercise, not the healthiest diet, and again by over.
Oh, it's gonna stay in their system for a long ass time. That's like 2 or 3 months.
Weight, I mean having a high body fat percentage. So you may want to use a body fat percentage scale to determine this. Number 2 is the heavy user that's overweight but active. So exercises, maybe
A month and a half to a month and a half to 2 months. The inactive overweight user is probably gonna stay in their system 3 months or 2.5 months.
tries to eat healthy. And again, regular sustained exercise should help clear you of THC a little quicker.
Because you can sweat it out.
But I highly recommend not beginning an exercise program just before a drug test, and I have done a full video on why. Number 3 is the heavy user that's normal weight but inactive. Number 4 is the heavy user that's normal weight and exercises. Number 5 is the heavy user that's fit and exercises often. All right, so now
the fit and exercises often, guy, he's gonna have that shit up out of his system in 30 days, I bet.
Now we've got to talk some science, and these are facts that are going to be true for all user types. So when you smoke a joint or have about that much marijuana enter your system, your urine THC level will very quickly raise to 180 nanograms per milliliter. And I will link below the study where I'm getting this information. Since most urine tests look for a cutoff of 50 nanograms per milliliter,
you're fucked.
Immediately test positive. Now, the THC half-life, that is the amount of time for the concentration to be cut in half, varies based on how heavy of a user you are, from 1.5 days all the way up to 7 days, depending on if you are a light, a moderate, or a heavy user. And this will be used in part to determine how long you will test positive. So to get under 50 nanograms per milliliter, in this case, you will need to take 180 divided by 2 gets you to 90 nanograms per milliliter, but that still will make you test positive. So you have to divide that in half again to get to 45 nanograms per milliliter under that 50 nanogram per milliliter cutoff. And that will take between 3 and 14 days, depending on, again, if you are a light, moderate, or a heavy user. And remember, because THC is fat soluble, it can be absorbed by body fat. So the more body fat you have, the more likely you are to be able to re-release THC in concentrations high enough for you to test positive for a longer period from when you stopped using. Yeah. All right, so now I'm going to go through each different user type and give you my prediction for how long THC marijuana will be detectable on a urinalysis in each individual case. So once you know what type of user you are, feel free then to skip ahead to that section of the video. So first up, we have the heavy user that's overweight and inactive. So Lexington here has a medical marijuana card and he smokes daily. He's fairly sedentary and he is 5'9" and 300 pounds. So this will be the longest testing window as we have multiple factors working against the quick metabolism of THC. The THC half-life is estimated to be around 7 days in heavy using individuals. And remember, I'm considering heavy use individuals to use 3 or more times per week. So in this case, it will take a minimum of 14 days to metabolize the THC after stopping use. Again, the half-life calculation being 180 nanograms per milliliter, that initial dose, divided in half to get the 90, that takes 7 days. We have to divide that 90 in half again to get to 45 nanograms per milliliter under that 50 nanogram per milliliter cutoff. So that takes a total of 14 days. Right. But seeing as the THC will also build up in fat tissue and be released in the coming weeks without the advantage of being broken down more quickly with exercise, this is going to be a long testing window. So my estimation for Lexington is that he could test positive for 2 months or longer.
I fucking knew it. 2 months or more. I fucking knew it. It's probably going to be like 2.5 months before this guy can get the THC out of his system. 100%.
Next up, the heavy user that's overweight but active. So
2 months. He's gonna be able to sweat out that. He's gonna be able to sweat, and some of that THC content is going to come out of his fat cells whenever he sweats. So he's going to be able to get it out of his system a little bit faster than the inactive person. But you still got to remember, this guy, this hypothetical person here, is still overweight, even though they're active. So it's still going to take them about 2 months to get it out of their system.
Ron,
Maybe a little over a month and a half to get it out of their system, but it's still going to take a while because they're still overweight. But it's going to take them. It's not going to take them as long as the inactive person.
Smokes every Thursday through Sunday. He's been playing basketball 4 nights per week for the past 6 months. He's
Right.
6'1" and 230 pounds. So this user will have the slight advantage, and I do mean slight advantage, of being active.
Hey, what's up? I'm watching a video on how long marijuana stays in your system based on your body type and stuff.
Bro, I'm just about to watch videos. I got like some lined up. You want to watch them?
Yeah. I'm gonna finish this real quick and
How long is it?
Oh, not long.
Okay, bet.
It's 12 minutes and 30 seconds, and I have 8 minutes and 3 seconds to go. This is a YouTube react video, so I'm gonna finish it real quick.
You're good. You're good.
This is the last one I was doing. Then I'm gonna hop on Final Fantasy 14, though.
And this will generally lead to body fat being broken down a little quicker, and THC from that fat being released into the bloodstream.
Yeah, I think
What's up?
Paleo. I said that. I think they're playing Paleo. I'll try and figure out what they were playing over there.
Oh hell yeah, bro! Yeah, I saw Zero playing that. Looks fun, dude.
It's free.
It's free. Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh shit, dude.
You want the link?
Yeah. Shoot me a link. I'll
got you.
download it and I'll play it. I'll play it another time since I'm doing Final Fantasy.
Hyper's in there
14
playing
tonight.
it right now with him.
Yeah, I know. I saw it. I was watching Zero stream earlier before I started mine. That's dope, bro.
And metabolized a little quicker.
Overweight.
The heavy user.
Hey, Jervis. How long do you think it will? Okay, so THC is obviously trapped in your urine and your sugary fatty tissues, right? So how long do you think an overweight but active person will keep THC in their system? All right, now I'll tell you this. This will help you out. An overweight, non-active person, according to this doctor, it takes 2.5 to 3 months before they can get THC out of their system once they quit. What about the overweight but active person? I'm gonna say 2 months to a month and a half for the overweight but active person. You got any thoughts on that?
My cutoff is 1.5.
1.5?
Yeah,
Oh,
but I
we're
think
fixing to see
between
that.
1 and 1.5. Yeah, that's going to be my range, and yours is what, 1.5 to anything above 1.5. You're good.
I think that mine and yours is probably 30 days, bro.
I think mine might even. I think ours might even be lower. To be honest. But yeah, see what it says. See what it says.
Yeah. Hold on, I'll share my screen with you real quick.
Yeah, I'll watch it with you.
All right, let's see what this guy says.
Will still have the longest THC half-life at 7 days. So again, remember the 180 nanogram per milliliter urine concentration after using. We have to divide that in half to get to 90. That takes 7 days. And we have to divide that in half again to get to 45 nanograms per milliliter under that 50 nanogram per milliliter cutoff. So that takes a total of 14 days. The THC will still be stored and released back into your bloodstream the more body fat that you have. So this is slightly mitigated by being active. So for Ron, I would estimate that he could test positive for up to 2 months.
Okay.
So next up is the heavy user that's
What's up?
2 months. Okay.
Yeah, 2 months for the overweight but active, and that's
All right,
only
if that's what they're
because
gonna be, I'm gonna max this one at 30 days. For normal weight
Yeah.
and active, I'm gonna say 30.
yeah, the normal weight and inactive is probably gonna be 30 days. Dude, we could get THC out of our
How much
system in
activity
half a month.
are they
bro.
talking? How much activity are they talking about though?
Well, the overweight but active person, they said that they estimated he played basketball for up to 3 times a week.
Oh damn.
Yeah,
And that's bro, I'm gonna say a month and a half.
weighing
for normal
like,
weight.
and they estimated that he weighed like 250 something pounds.
Yeah, that's about what I was thinking. Yeah, I didn't realize that
That's
they were gonna
about
give him that
normal.
much activity. Basketball 3 times a week is like a lot.
Yeah. So he's sweating a lot. You know what I'm saying?
What's that? That's a half hour to an hour.
Yeah.
He's probably burning 3 times a hour. Well, he's probably burning
He's
a few
still not
thousand
burning enough
calories.
calories to be at a normal weight.
He's
still
250
overweight.
though.
We
Like,
gotta keep that
he would
in
have
mind.
he would have to burn way more.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But normal weight, bro, I might even push it to 1.5 months because of. I want to stick with 30 days.
I'm gonna stick with 30 days myself.
All right, go ahead.
All right, let's see.
It's normal weight but inactive. So here's Riley. She is a daily user and she doesn't have time.
What's up?
This
What's
is the
up?
inactive one. I'm going to give it 1 month and a half. I'm going to give the normal weight active 30 days. This one I'm giving 1.5.
Yeah, because the overweight.
I didn't see inactive.
Yeah, the overweight but active person is 2 months. The overweight but inactive person is like 3 months or more, bro.
Yeah, so I'm thinking it never gets 0, obviously. So
Yeah.
it should like start crunching down at this point. So I would say, 45.
Yeah, 30 to 40 days.
45 days. That's my spot.
Let's
right
see
there.
what the doctor says, man.
Because of her busy shooting schedule to work out consistently. She's 5'10" and 160 pounds. So with a smaller body fat percentage, this user will not be able to store and then later release THC in as large of concentrations for as long as the overweight user. They do still have the longest half-life due to their heavy use. So again, remember 180 nanograms per milliliter divided by 2 to get to 90. That takes a week. We have to divide that in 2 again to get to 45 nanogram per milliliter, so under the limit, and that takes 2 weeks after stopping use. A normal weight individual will still retain significant THC in fat tissue that can be re-released later, which may again drive the urine concentrations over that 50 nanogram per milliliter.
What do you think he's gonna say? What do you think he's gonna say? Are you ready to change it or you sticking?
I'm sticking with what I got, 30 to 40 days.
I'm saying 45. All right, go.
He's
gonna say anytime.
So I would estimate that Riley is clear around 6 weeks after stopping use.
Do the math.
6 weeks.
42
Yeah.
days. 42 days.
You got it because I said 40 days. Fuck.
That's good though.
We were both close.
So then the next one will be 4 weeks.
30 days for the next one then probably, right?
Yeah, 28 to 30, I'd say.
Let's see.
Next up is the heavy user that's normal weight and exercises.
Here we go.
Peter smokes daily after he gets off. In his job,
This is where we fall into right here.
I don't think so, bro. I think we're even a step above this.
You think we're a step above this? How active are you in a day?
Not about the activeness, on the body weight.
Oh yeah.
Let's see what they get. Let's see the height and weight they get.
Yeah, let's see what they say.
he gets plenty of exercise. He's 6 foot and 180 pounds. So this user is going to likely test negative in a shorter time period.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely. We're gonna test negative faster than him.
Yeah, dude. That I'm 5'11".
I'm fairly active. I really am. Like, all right,
Me
so
too.
I sit here several hours a day, but when first of all, I work out every day.
Dude, I've seen you lift those weights every day. I watch you lift
but more
weights.
of it is going outside and doing stuff like that. Even though I'm not out there a lot, it gets work. It gets work.
Right. I know you have.
I gotta work to keep this.
You have like older kids and shit, so I know you do stuff like with them sometimes. I know like one of them's in sports, so I'm sure you've thrown ball with them and all kinds of shit.
Constantly.
Yeah. So like you are pretty active.
Oh yeah. All right.
Let's see what he says.
Period because of the regular physical activity, continuously breaking down body fat so the THC stored can be metabolized a little more quickly. So his half-life is still going to be 7 days. So remember 180 nanograms per milliliter, that initial dose. We have to divide that in half to get to 90.
Right.
That takes a week. We have to divide that again in half to get to 45 nanograms per milliliter under the limit. That takes 2 weeks.
Right.
Fat will still store and release THC, which could drive urine concentrations over that 50 nanograms per milliliter 4 weeks, but the exercise should help a little. So my estimate here is he will test clean in about 4 to 6 weeks.
Bam.
4 to 6 weeks.
He's about to show another one. Look, there's another one too. He's going to do underweight active.
What's up?
You think he's going to do underweight and active next? It's a valid body type that a lot of people have.
Yeah, underweight and active. Yeah. Man, I hope so. But there's should be something coming up after this. I'm not sure if he's gonna do another one or not. It's gonna be interesting. Let's see.
We have the heavy user that is fit and active. So here's Jenna. She smokes a few times per.
Fit and active.
That's the one.
Yeah, that's the one. Okay, so the last one that he did would have been what you was talking about, like underweight and inactive type of person, you know.
Yeah, no, this should be like the best one. So I'm gonna say fucking 3 weeks.
Yeah, 3 weeks. 3 weeks.
I'm gonna say 21 days. Yeah.
Let's see.
Per week. She gets plenty of physical activity, and she's 5'2", 118 pounds. So a slim and fit user with a low body fat percentage that uses regularly is probably the most difficult to estimate for. They have the longest half-life at 7 days, but also have little fat to store and then release THC at a later time. So remember, the half-life calculation of 180 nanograms per milliliter, that initial dose, we have to divide that in half to get to 90. That takes a week. We have to further divide that in half to get to 45 nanograms per milliliter, and that takes 2 weeks after stopping use. So for Jenna, I would estimate that she could likely pass at the earliest 2 weeks after stopping use, up to a month after stopping use. And that's it.
All right. So
pretty big window, but that's not bad.
No, that's not bad. I'm gonna say 2 weeks because the other ones were the other ones were longer, so it's got to be 2 weeks. It can't be the same as the person that's inactive. That wouldn't make any sense, especially with the calculations they're using to get these numbers. You know, it's pretty fucking interesting.
Oh, 100%.